Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Rhea Ripley has had multiple nicknames over her time in WWE. Among the most common were the Eradicator and Mommy, as she continues to be called. However, Naomi has another name for the former Women's World Champion. She has coined the nickname Big Mama for Ripley, especially based on her backstage antics in WWE. Mommy had a little too much fun at last night's live event in Miami, following a 6-woman tag team match, where she teamed with Naomi and Bianca Belair. The trio defeated Pure Fusion Collective. However, the moment that had everyone talking came after the bell, as Rhea Ripley twerked alongside the women's tag team champions on the stage. Naomi confirmed that's why she created the nickname Big Mama, also revealing that Ripley only does that for her, Belair, and her husband, Buddy Matthews. This cheeky response was met with a 4-word message from Rhea Ripley herself, who quote-tweeted Naomi's post with a pun. While there is one more live event on WWE's holiday tour, Ripley likely won't be a part of it. She might instead appear on tonight's episode of Raw, which is the final one before her big last woman standing match against Liv Morgan. Whether she's called Mommy or Big Mama, Rhea Ripley could ring in WWE's new era by capturing some gold. As mentioned above, she will face Liv Morgan in a last woman standing match for the Women's World Championship. With the bout taking place on Monday Night Raw's premiere on Netflix, it might be the perfect time for a title change. It remains to be seen how Ripley will counter the likely interference from Raquel Rodriguez and Dominic Mysterio, especially after how her last 2 title shots went. January 6th could prove to have a different outcome for Mommy and Morgan, especially if someone else gets involved to help the challenger. In the world of professional wrestling, where emotions run high, rivalries escalate, and the lines between reality and entertainment blur, few stars have embodied the spirit of rebellion and defiance quite like Rhea Ripley. The Australian powerhouse has made a name for herself in WWE, not only as an in-ring competitor, but as a symbol of empowerment and unrelenting strength. Recently, however, Ripley found herself in the midst of a media storm after a controversial non-PG moment involving 2 fellow female WWE stars. For those familiar with the scripted nature of professional wrestling, it's no surprise that WWE has its share of shocking moments, many of which push the boundaries of what can be shown on television. However, even in a world where everything is meticulously planned and choreographed, some incidents still spark reactions from fans and critics alike. Ripley's latest on-screen altercation, which featured a raw and intense exchange with 2 female stars, had fans talking, leading to her breaking her silence on the incident and reflecting on the attention it garnered. The non-PG moment. Before diving into Ripley's response, let's set the scene for the controversial moment that got tongues wagging. The WWE Women's Division has been in a transformative phase, with more attention than ever being paid to the women's talent, athleticism, and personalities. In the midst of all this, Rhea Ripley has emerged as one of the most dominant forces in the locker room. Her recent altercation with 2 other top female WWE stars, which occurred during a heated segment on Monday Night Raw, was anything but ordinary. The moment began when Ripley, who had been engaged in a rivalry with these 2 stars, found herself in a physically charged confrontation. As the altercation escalated, emotions flared, and Ripley, known for her fiery personality, didn't hold back. The ensuing exchange, which included some unscripted language and physicality that WWE fans are not used to seeing on a regular broadcast, quickly crossed the line into what many would consider a non-PG moment. WWE, which typically operates under a PG rating, works to ensure that all of its content is suitable for a family audience. However, over the years, there have been instances where moments of violence or language pushed the boundaries of that rating. What made this moment stand out was its unexpected rawness, a sense of unpredictability that made it feel different from the usual scripted chaos. Fans were not prepared for the sheer intensity of the exchange, and some were left stunned by the aggressive nature of the segment. The controversy stirred discussions across social media platforms and the wrestling world, raising questions about the direction WWE is heading in terms of its presentation of women's wrestling. Rhea Ripley reacts to the fallout. As expected, the incident quickly became a focal point for fans and media alike. As a result, Ripley was asked about the moment during interviews and press conferences, and she didn't shy away from addressing the situation. Ripley, who has often been praised for her no-nonsense attitude both in and out of the ring, took to social media to address the fallout. In a candid post on Instagram, she acknowledged the stir caused by the segment and reflected on the emotions that fueled her actions. "I didn't come to WWE to be anyone's princess," Ripley began in her statement. "I'm here to break down walls, challenge expectations, and prove that women can be just as tough, just as raw, and just as fierce as the men in this business." That moment was real. It wasn't scripted, it wasn't planned, but it's what needed to happen. Sometimes, you need to push the limits to show who you really are. Ripley's words were a direct challenge to anyone questioning her commitment to the craft and the authenticity of her persona. For Ripley, the non-PG moment was not a misstep or a mistake, but a demonstration of the passion and dedication she has to her craft. In addition to her social media statement, Ripley addressed the situation in a backstage interview on WWE's SmackDown. When asked about the fallout from the segment, Ripley responded with characteristic confidence. "WWE isn't always about what's safe or what's comfortable. Sometimes, you have to create a moment that leaves an impact. If that ruffles some feathers, so be it. I didn't come here to be a fan favorite. I came here to be the best. If people don't like that, I can't help it." Her comments further emphasize her unrelenting nature and desire to stand out in a business known for larger-than-life personalities. Ripley's boldness in addressing the controversy head-on earned her even more respect from fans, who have long admired her authenticity and fearlessness. Ripley's new nickname, the Judgment Day's dominant force. Following the controversial moment, Ripley's status in WWE has continued to grow. As her in-ring dominance continued to rise, so too did her role within the faction known as the Judgment Day. The faction, which includes Ripley, Finn Balor, Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio, has become one of WWE's most prominent and powerful groups, thanks in large part to Ripley's leadership and imposing presence. During the fallout from the non-PG segment, fans began to refer to Ripley by a new nickname that quickly gained traction, the Eradicator. This new moniker was a nod to Ripley's destructive and relentless nature, both in her physicality and her ability to dismantle anyone who stood in her way. The nickname soon caught on, and Ripley was not shy about embracing it. "I've been called a lot of things in my career, but the Eradicator really speaks to where I am right now," Ripley said during a press conference. "I'm not here to leave a little mark, I'm here to leave a legacy. If you're in my way, you're gonna get eliminated, simple as that. The Judgment Day doesn't just win matches, we eliminate opponents from the picture entirely." Ripley's confidence in owning the nickname, the Eradicator, was evident in her interviews, and it aligned perfectly with her character's evolution. She had gone from a talented newcomer to one of the most feared and dominant forces in the WWE. Her ability to adapt and redefine herself as a leader within the Judgment Day had garnered her more attention and accolades, and the new nickname only served to reinforce her place at the top of the division. For Ripley, the Eradicator wasn't just a nickname, it was a reflection of her mission in WWE. She had come to dominate, and her no-nonsense attitude, combined with her physical prowess, made her an unstoppable force. Fans began to associate the name with her dominance, and it wasn't long before it became synonymous with power and destruction in WWE's women's division. What's next for Rhea Ripley? As WWE's women's division continues to evolve, Rhea Ripley's future looks incredibly bright. Her recent controversies, her leadership within the Judgment Day, and her ability to consistently push the boundaries of what fans expect from female wrestlers have placed her in the spotlight more than ever before. Ripley's non-PG moment was a testament to her commitment to creating memorable moments and defining her legacy in WWE. While some fans may have been taken aback by the intensity of the moment, Ripley's response only solidified her position as one of the top stars in the company. Her authenticity and willingness to break the mold have made her a role model for those looking for inspiration in the world of professional wrestling. Looking ahead, Ripley's trajectory seems unstoppable. Whether it's leading the Judgment Day to even greater heights or continuing to leave a trail of destruction in her wake, Ripley's journey in WWE is far from over. If anything, it's just getting started. Her new nickname, the Eradicator, seems fitting for someone who is poised to eradicate any obstacle that stands in her way and carve out her legacy as one of WWE's all-time greats. Ripley's rise to the top isn't just about her wrestling skills, it's about her mentality and determination to be the best. As WWE continues to evolve, there's no doubt that Rhea Ripley will be at the forefront of that evolution, and her legacy as one of the most dominant women in professional wrestling is only just beginning. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.